Good evening, everyone. You join us for this match between India and New Zealand. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the Silver Fox himself, David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. Earlier I took a look at the conditions for the day, and it's pretty apparent even before you take a proper look that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
The visitors win the toss and will bowl first.
Here we go. First ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow.
Great shorter ball. Well played though, didn't flinch. Was able to leave the ball comfortably. And that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Sharma has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Great shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Southey shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Edged! Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Gone! Fine catch.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Beats the cover fielder, nice shot.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Wait.
Great shot through the gap.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Bolt, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the south end. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Just perfection. A majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Great shot.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowlers!
A couple on offer here. End of the over. India are 26 for 1. Southey from the north end. Finds the edge.
No!
Straight to the fielder.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, though, not the bats.
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Bowler!
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Hit it! Confident appeal. Could it be? Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in the over.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the one bouncer for the over.
Drives and misses everything.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Wait there.
Could be close.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Catch it.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. India are 47 for 2. Santner, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Wait.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Bowler.
Good return, back from the deep.
Edged it.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Yeah.
Brilliant shot, that.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing, lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Ferguson just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Catch.
Times it nicely.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
Williamson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Beaten on the drive.
Falling.
Ferguson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Super catch.
A good innings, weathered some good bowling and scored freely when given the opportunity, but couldn't keep it going and will head back disappointed.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Catch.
Nicely played.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Bolt, a left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Knocks them over. First ball of the over.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Bowlers.
There'll be one run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Trouble! Oh, gone!
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Doesn't bother with the bat, just pad.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Waiting.
immediately underway with some runs. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Great work behind the stumps, saved some runs with that dive.
Oh, yes, nice ball.
Bolts with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Over. India, a 79 for 5. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one, got out the way. There are no more of those in this over.
Oh, well bowled.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yep. No!
Sampson shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Oh, well bowled.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Oh, well bowled.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
Edged. What a ball. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Santner coming back into the attack.
Yep.
Brilliant diving stop.
That was a desperate dive. Every chance that was gone without it.
Wait.
There's trouble here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Edged.
Keeper.
Strong throw in from the outfield, right to the stumps. The third was there, they would have made it easily. They've instead opted to play it safe. Maybe a little too safe.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep.
And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. 1 over left in the innings. Sodhi to bowl it. Misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away. Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Bowler is confident on this one. Just about timed that perfectly.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive. It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Finds the edge. So they do indeed signal for the review. Just feel it's a little bit foolish, seemed out to me.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble.
No change to the decision and the review is lost. They thought there were 2 noises.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
Conway comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yes.
Chance to run two.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily, so in the end, poor running.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
That's the over. New Zealand are 6 for none. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yes. Bowler.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Rolled the wrists well to keep it down, but couldn't find the gap though.
Couldn't get it through the field.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait. Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Wait on.
Good catch.
Yeah!
Out.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back.
Yeah.
They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. New Zealand are 12 for 1.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield.
Yeah.
Nicked it, but that's going all the way.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Sharma, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Drives and misses everything.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yeah.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad, and they got through quickly.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowlers.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
The captain going with an aggressive field. A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yeah.
Power and precision in that shot.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Going with a more aggressive field choice.
Yep.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Phillips will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yeah.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Nice shot, runs possible. There'll be 1 run here for them. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
End of the over. New Zealand are 34 for 2. Going with spin now.
These two batters will have a lot of opportunities to score as the field comes in. Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Managed to get it fine, and it trickled away to the boundary. Just waited on it nicely.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yes.
Super piece of timing.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
A beauty, brilliant catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yes.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one.
Keepers.
Neesham ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Yeah.
Times it nicely.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep. Yes.
More decisive running may have gotten them 2. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Yeah.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away. End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. New Zealand are 58 for 3. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yes.
Too full. Got what it deserved. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
Another one gone, the fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Chapman won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yes.
12 runs added there. New Zealand are 70 for 4. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Some changes made to the field here, going more aggressive.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Chapman takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
A few moves made in the field.
Yes.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls. They'd look for a couple here.
Bowler.
the gap perfectly.
Bowler!
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yeah, yeah.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Yes.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Yes.
Finds the edge. Now then, was there a faint edge? Taken. A really good one too.
It's a start and out. Williamson walks off frustrated at having gotten in and now has to go.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Santner, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
It was full and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Misses everything.
Santner will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. New Zealand are 91 for 5. India having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it though.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Was there an edge? This could be trouble. Impacting outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire. Not hitting a thing. Ends up wasting a review.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Super shot that.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Stumping. Oh!
You can't skip down the pitch and then do a complete air shot. How that isn't a stumping, I'll never know.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
And that marks the end of the match. New Zealand have fallen short by none. Thank you very much for joining us. Please remember to drive responsibly on your way home.
This could very easily have gone either way. Brilliant cricket from both sides, and it's a shame